Let's do our best to find the line that is perpendicular to this line that passes through this point, right? So we want to find the equation of a line that passes through this point and is perpendicular to this line right here. And as always, as soon as I see this, find the equation for that line, as soon as I see find that equation, I'm thinking these two templates, these two forms, y equals mx plus b, and that's the slope-intercept form, and the point-slope form, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now, I always start with the top one because that's the easiest one to use, because all you have to do is just substitute numbers here, and you're done. So what do we need to use this one conveniently? You need m. Do we have m? No, but I can get it, so I'd have to go get it. Do I have b? Well, b is the y-intercept. Is that the y-intercept? No. The y-intercept, remember, has a first component of 0. So this is probably not a convenient form to use, so right away we will change to this one. So look at this form here. What do we need? We need y1. Now, do we have y1? Yeah, I got a first y value, it's -3. What else do I need? I need x1. I have a first x value, it's -4. Now, I also need the slope. Well, I don't have the slope, so I'm trying to construct something here. I have some material, x1 and y1, but I don't have that. So it's like I got to go out and get it. So here's how we're going to get this. We know that the line that we want, we're calling it L, the line that we want is perpendicular to this line. And we know something about slopes of perpendicular lines. So let's get the slope of this line. So let's take that line that's given, that 2x minus 5y equals 10, and solve for y. So let's subtract that 2x. So we're going to get -5y equals -2x plus 10. Now I'm going to divide by that 5, -5. So I'm going to get y equals, now negative over negative is positive. We'll get 2/5 x. Positive 10 divided by -5 is -2. Now right here you can see the slope of the line that our line is perpendicular to. And we know that perpendicular lines have negative reciprocal slopes. That means this. If that's the slope of one of the lines, the line perpendicular is, right, you flip it over, take the reciprocal, but change the sign. So the sign of this, the slope of the line that we're given up here is 2/5, but the line perpendicular to that will have slope -5/2. So let's write exactly what we're going to do. What we want to do is this. We're going to use this form here, y minus y1 equal the quantity m times x minus x1 with, what do we need? x1 is that first x value. Matter of fact, it's the only x value, right? -4. y1, the first y value, and the only y value is -3, and the slope that we're going to use is that -5/2. So let's substitute. We'll get y minus y1, which is y minus -3, equals m, -5/2, times x minus x1, which is -4. All right, we can take care of that. So we'll get y plus 3 equals -5/2 times x plus 4. Let's multiply in. We'll get y plus 3 equals -5/2x. And now, negative times positive is negative. And you might think of it this way, a couple ways. Here's one way. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10. Or 2 into 4 is 2 times 5 is 10. Either way, you get a 10. We're almost there. Subtract 3. So how about y equals -5/2 x minus 13. That's the equation we're looking for. So if we were to graph this equation here, graph that line, and graph that line, we would see that they were perpendicular. And that is perpendicular to each other.